Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm beyond excited for this video because I've been working on it for a really long time. Today I am going to be reviewing 15 different formulations of liquid eyeshadow, which is my favorite thing ever in makeup to come out. I love liquid shadows so much and I have so many different ones, and I was kind of just like having this moment where I was like, I should just do a video and do a liquid shadow battle because there's so many different formulas, so many different types, so many different colors. So I have a lot to talk about and I have a ton of notes on my phone to go through. And I did want to mention really quickly that this is the last video in Amy All April. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I figured I would just finish off with a bang and do a really exciting video. At least I think it's really exciting. I've been hyping it up in my mind, so hopefully you guys like it. So let's just go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, so the first liquid eyeshadow I want to talk about is from e.l.f. This is the Molten liquid eyeshadow. These retail for $4. They're 0.009 ounces and there are 5 colors, at least the last time I checked. And this was one of the first liquid eyeshadows that I got from the drugstore, and I was impressed at first, but honestly it's not something I would totally recommend. It's definitely more on the sheer side. It's not very pigmented. It's not very glittery. It's just shimmer. And there is one color that I like that is a little bit different, which I don't have on hand with me right now because I'm not sure where I put it, but most of the colors are pretty basic, and like I said, no glitter, not foiled. I liked using this as a base, or you could cut your crease with this, which you could use a concealer too. So it's you can use it and you can get a pretty look out of it, and if you like more of like a natural look, then you might like this. But hopefully you guys can see it's not very intense at all. So I mean, for $4 it's not bad if you just want to try a liquid shadow out and you do more like natural makeup and you just want just a little something wet looking on your lid. But for me personally, it's definitely not one of my favorites. So next I want to talk about the pure eye polishes. These are $26 each and they have 0.28 ounces and they come in packaging like this. I have this one here, which is velvet, and they actually did send this one to me, but I didn't want to talk about liquid or cream eyeshadows that were in like this type of packaging or that were like liners or anything. I wanted to stick to like true liquid shadows, which this is a liquid shadow. It's just I really don't like the packaging on this all that much. It's okay, but it's just kind of messy, and you have to use a brush. It's not my favorite, but the reasoning why I'm still mentioning them is because they come in little sets, and I have these ones here, which is the Pure times Angel Marino, I think his last name is, collaboration. Here's the 5th one. Okay, so I believe this set was $36 and I got some really good deal on it or something to buy it, and they come in tubes like this, and I really love the packaging on like the little tubes like this because it's just a lot easier to me, and I think it's a really good deal. You get 5 shades for under $40 and these are beautiful. They're very shimmery, basically super metallic. I wouldn't say that they're glittery at all, which Pure actually does have some now that are in this packaging that they're calling their eye glitters or whatever, eye polish glitters, and I do want to try those out, but I kind of just gave myself a limit for this video. I was like, you know what, you have so many to talk about, so many you tested out. I will definitely probably do another future liquid shadow battle. Okay, so this row right here is all of the Pure eye polishes, and you guys can probably tell that they are really metallic, super beautiful, very shiny, but just no glitter to them, but they do have a good color payoff. So these ones I've used on their own on my lid, and I've also used them as a base where I put other shadows on top of them just to intensify them. So they work really great either way, and they stay on all day, which is always a plus. So I do like these, and I think they're worth a try if you like just the more shimmery formula. So next I want to talk about the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadows. They are 0.153 ounces, $24, and they have, I believe they have 14 shades, which they're always expanding. Actually no, they probably have 15 because they just released a new one, which I have here to talk about. So I think 15 shades, and these were my original babies. These were my favorites. So I have a ton here to talk about. I'm not going to swatch all of them for y'all right now because there's literally just too many, and I have a full video reviewing them in case you guys are curious. But here is what the Stila Glitter and Glow looks like, and this new shade right here is Beauty Junkie. This is their most recent one, so I'll just go ahead and swatch my two favorites for y'all so you can see what they look like. And I have to say, the #1 pro with the Stila Glitter and Glow, that rhymes, is that they are really fun shades. They have so many different shades. They have duochromes, they've got pink, red, blue, purple. They just have really good shade selection, and that's one thing I can't say about a lot of the other brands. Most have just neutrals, which is a little bit disappointing. So that's one of the reasons why I return to Stila, is when they do shades that haven't been done before, or that you don't see often. Here, I'm gonna do one more. This is one of my favorites. Wow, I'm swatching all the pink tone ones apparently, but they are absolutely beautiful. So here is the Stila Glitter and Glow. Very top is Beauty Junkie, and then the middle one is Next to Note, and then the bottom one is Rose Gold Retro. So these are obviously, as the name says, glittery. They're beautiful. They stay on all day. They're just absolutely stunning, and these are my favorite high-end ones. I think that they're amazing. They're only worth the price if it's a color that's unique, that you really want, that you can't find anywhere else, because they are very expensive. Like I said, I always get them 20% off on their website and never pay full price for them. But they are absolutely beautiful. Some of my favorites. So if you really like glitter in your liquid eyeshadows and you like really fun colors, then I would recommend the Stila ones. Next, I have the Stila Shimmer and Glow eyeshadows, and these are $24 each as well, again with 0.153 ounces, and I think that there's 10 shades, but they expand their shades like crazy. But I have 2 to share with you today, and in comparison with the Glitter and Glow, the Glitter and Glow has a gold lid, and the Shimmer and Glow has a rose gold lid, in case you're wondering if you see them in store or whatever. And I just went ahead and I did not want to buy these at first, because I was like, really, I don't want to pay $24, which of course, like I said, I got 20% off always, for a shimmery eyeshadow. Like, I just want the glitter, but I really wanted to test them out. I wanted to get free shipping when I ordered the Beauty Junkie shade, so I went ahead and got these two, and I've worn them both, and I really love this shade right here, Freedom. It is so pretty, and I feel like the formula might be a little bit off with these. Okay, so not off in a bad way. This first one here is Freedom, and is a beautiful minty green, almost has like a blue undertone to it, and I really love this one. But it truly is just a shimmer, which is what I was expecting. So I mean, I like it for the shade, but then there's this one which I really wanted for the longest time and I never purchased, and I'm so, like, I wish I had purchased it sooner. It's La Douce, or La Douce. I'm not sure exactly what language they're trying to imitate there, but this one, it's more shimmery and it's not as glittery as the Glitter and Glows, but I feel like it's almost in between. Like, it does have like a little bit of like those glimmers to it. It's really pretty, and I guess it is more on the shimmer side, but I feel like I can just see specks in there. And this is such a pretty dark green gold. I really want to do an eye look with this all over the lid because I feel like it'll be beautiful. It's just like that perfect vintagey green gold. So that is Shimmer and Glow, and I like these. I do, and again, I recommend them if you find a color that is unique for you. But if it's not unique, then I wouldn't say I would recommend going out of your way to purchase these, because I have some other really pretty just shimmer formulations to share with you, which are way less expensive. So these I recommend for the unique shades, which is again what I got, because I don't have anything else like these two in any other line that I've found. Those wear well, they stay on all day, they don't crease on the eye or anything, they look absolutely beautiful. I have La Douce underneath my lower lash line, just a touch today. And then the next brand I want to talk about is Essence, and these are $4.99 each. They have 0.118 ounces of product, and they come in 7 shades. So I have 2 shades to talk about from Essence. I tried to get 2 shades from almost every formula. There's only 2 here that I don't have more than 1 shade from. But this particular formula I really like. So this is the Metal Shock eyeshadow. I got a silver shade called Moon Dust and a pink shade called Stars and Stories. But these are really beautiful. They are, again, just shimmer. So there's Stars and Stories. So these are like very, very similar formula to the Stila Shimmer and Glow, but way, way less expensive. But again, they don't have as cool shades. They just have a few. There's what the Essence ones look like right there. They are very metallic, very beautiful, very wet on the lid, and I really do like them. I think that they look stunning. And they wear well, they last all day. I don't get any fallout with them, and I do find that this formula is more opaque. So I really, if you are looking for shimmers, I really do recommend the Essence Pure Metals. I think that they're really nice. Honestly, I can't even move my hand that way. Next, I want to talk about the NYX ones. These are 699.13 ounces, and they have 12 shades. And this particular formula is the Lid Lingerie Eye Tints. And they do have another one, and it is a matte formula. And I actually bought one from that, but I got it, and it is so gray. Like, the picture online is literally straight up purple, and I got it, and it's gray. And I'm so disappointed. I contacted Ulta customer service because I know that there could be slight like discrepancies between the website and like what you actually get, but literally it looks like a completely different shade. So I didn't even open it. I didn't test it or anything. If I can't return it, then I'm just gonna throw it in a giveaway because it's just not a shade that I would use. I got 2 shades of the NYX Lid Lingerie. The more pinky one is Whimsy, and the more red one is Evening Spell. And I decided to get more pinky red ones for this particular formula because it's kind of hard to find pinks and reds at the drugstore for liquid eyeshadow. So I just decided those were the ones I wanted to test out from NYX. I don't know, they're kind of like a satin finish if I had to describe them. They're right there. They're satin. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And they are beautiful and they work well. I've used them a few different ways. So I used Evening Spell all over my lid one day as a base, and it worked okay. I used Whimsy all over my eye as a base one day. It worked great. I used Whimsy on my lid one day, and it kind of just blended in. It didn't look anything like, it just looked like another eyeshadow. It didn't look like I had a wet eyelid. It didn't look sparkly. So these, I like them, but I just don't find them like to be my favorite. If you want more of a satin finish and you just want to try liquid eyeshadow out and you don't want glitter or shimmer or anything, then I recommend trying out the NYX formula. They are pretty affordable, and I do like the shades, and I feel like they are good bases. Like, I'll definitely keep using this. Like, I used it in conjunction with my Modern Renaissance palette to really bring the pinks out, and I think it works great for that. And then for my notes for this particular one, I said that they do not fade throughout the day, which is another plus. So next I have the Model's Own Liquid Metal Eyeshadow Formula, and these are 0.098 ounces each, $6.99, and they come in 6 shades. I really like this particular one on the inner corner. It's actually what I have on the inner corner of my eyes today. I think it is very, very bright. I can't remember if I told you or not, but it's called the shade Silver, but I find it to be more just a cool toned white shade. And this is more of like a, it's right here, it's more of a like transparent shade. Like, it's not super opaque, like I can kind of see my skin color through it, but I feel like it works perfect for an inner corner highlight. However, I did wear this all over my lid one day, and it kind of, it didn't look the best. It didn't look super opaque. It looked a little creasy, and it wasn't my favorite for all over the lid, so I'm not sure how the other colors would go, but I do think it is beautiful for the inner corner. It's just a very nice bright shade, but they do have some cool shades. Like, they have like a bluish green duochrome I saw I would be interested in trying. So, and I also wanted to say that the applicator applies a lot, so I only do a little dot, and then I normally go in with a brush. And this is the formula that if you mess with it, it does leave. So if you touch your inner corners or anything at all, it's not going to work out. However, if you don't mess with it, it does stay bright all day. So this next formula, I have one little guy missing in action. I don't know where the other shade that I got is. I only have one on hand with me right now. But this is the Catrice Liquid Metal Long Lasting Cream Eyeshadow, and this is $5.99. You get 0.2 ounces of product, and there are 5 shades. I got this one, which is Daily Dose of Rose, and then I also got a mauve, like more cool toned purpley gray one, which I thought was really pretty, which is somewhere. And overall, I do like these. Again, there is no glitter at all in this particular formula, but it is super metallic, very opaque, very beautiful. So this is definitely a formula I like, and I don't know, I feel like it looks super wet on the eyes, even in comparison to the Stila shimmer ones. This looks more wet and just super beautiful. It is right here. So this one is just super beautiful, super foiled. It gives you that really wet look. So I really do like these, and I wrote down that it wears well all throughout the day. So I do agree that it is long lasting and overall really good for $5.99. Plus you get a really decent amount of product in this one too. So I like it. I'm gonna have to start swatching on my other hand. So the next one that we have to talk about is Urban Decay, and this is one of the ones that I only got one to try because it is a little bit more on the expensive side. This is their Liquid Moon Dust eyeshadow, and it is 0.17 ounces, $22 each, and they come in 8 shades. And I will say that the shades, again, for this particular formula are a little bit more on the unique side, and they're also probably kind of familiar to you because they took shades that were already in their Moon Dust shadow and turned it into liquid shadow. So the one that I got is Solstice, and this is supposed to be like a pink with a green duochrome kind of to it. So I really do like this one. I think it is a beautiful shade, but if you guys can tell, it has kind of a weird applicator. It's more of like an eyeliner type brush, and I really prefer like the lip gloss type of applicator, if that makes sense. I don't even know what that's called at the moment. I can't even think of the word for it. So this particular one of the things I wrote down is that you really have to shake it and kind of mix it beforehand, because it can kind of get I don't know, it can kind of get watery. Like the first swatch I did of this, I was like, are you kidding me? But then I kind of mixed it a little bit more, and that really makes a difference to how it applies. Yeah, see, I had to do it again. I forgot to mix it right before I started. So I'll show you a swatch in just a second. It kind of takes a little bit longer to swatch because of how tiny the little applicator is. That's one thing I really don't like about this particular shadow. So there's that, and you guys can probably see the duochrome is really pretty. So I do like how unique this is. It's a little touch of glitter to it, and there is no followed or anything, and it wears well throughout the day. So overall, I do like this. If you find a color that is unique, I do recommend trying it out, but like I said, not my favorite applicator. Next up, I have one that I was really excited about that I kind of got a little bit disappointed by. This is the Jcat Holographic 3D Eye Topper. Just looks like this. Kind of a smaller little container, and these are $6.99. They have 0.08 ounces of product and 5 shades. I have 2 shades. One is called So Poppy and one is called Pinch Me Peachy. These are actually super similar, and you guys are going to see in the swatches that I feel like you definitely don't need both. The middle one is the poppy one, and this one is the peach one, and I feel like, hopefully you guys can tell, the bases of these are super transparent. They're definitely not really opaque shadows. They do have just a touch of glitter in them, but I don't know. They're not that special to me, and when I applied them on my lid, I just felt like they were so transparent, and they added just the tiniest little touch of glitter. So honestly, I wasn't super impressed by these, and the shade selection was okay. Like, I felt like their colors were a little bit unique, not just a bunch of neutrals, but I don't know. I will definitely use these, and I think that they're pretty, but I don't see myself purchasing any more of this particular formula because I just have others that I prefer. Okay, so next up we have Wet n Wild. They are 0.12 ounces each and $4.99. They have 8 shades in their permanent line, but they have more that are limited edition. Like I have a couple mermaid ones here, which has like the little mermaid thing on it, and then I have some from their skull collection here, which has the little skulls on it. So I really like this particular formula, and I think that the like permanent line is a little bit more on the boring side. They've got a bunch of neutrals, but if you like dark eyeshadows, I think that they're definitely the place to go to, because they have a lot of different dark liquid eyeshadow shades that are super beautiful. Like this one's like a purpley green duochrome, this one's like a purpley blue duochrome, this is just like an emerald green, and I have so many different shades from them. I'm gonna do a full review on their entire collection and do swatches and everything. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I do really like these. Let me just go ahead and start swatching them. So these have like a very metallic base with glitter on them. So I think you're definitely getting best of both worlds. I've done comparison videos between these and the Stila ones. So I feel like these ones are definitely more on the opaque side. They wear well all day. I didn't get any fallout or anything. They don't break apart on my lid. They just look beautiful, which they're kind of swatched in an awkward position, but hopefully you can see. I did go ahead and swatch this gold one right here, which is called a Goldilocks, just so you could see one of the lighter shades as well with the darker ones. So like I said, I'll do a full collection video on those soon, but I really like them, and I feel like they're unique shades. They're beautiful shades, especially the limited edition ones, but I do recommend these. I think they're affordable, I think they're beautiful, so those get 2 thumbs up for me. So next I have ColourPop, and these retail for $6 each, and they have 0.17 ounces of product, which isn't bad at all. I was actually expecting less from ColourPop, because most of their products, when they're more affordable, they're like way less product than you'd find in another brand. They also have 13 shades, and they might have more now because they are constantly releasing new formulas, new colors, new everything, so they might have more, but that was how much they had when I originally did all my research. And I'm kind of mixed on the ColourPop ones. So I feel like they do have some cool colors. They've got a mix of neutrals and pops, so I think that you can definitely find something unique like this particular purple one I really love. But I feel like the formula at the same time can be a little bit off. Like this purpley one is metallic and it has glitter, and then the one this I got today, or no, I didn't get today, I got like last week, and this is from the Valley, and this one was like way more sheer. It just had like slight little shimmer in it, which it still looks beautiful, but it doesn't feel quite the same as this original one. And I've seen so many people give good reviews, and then so many people give bad reviews. Like I feel like this is a product that you either love or you hate, and I've heard people say that they were crap, and I've heard people say that they flake off. I personally haven't experienced that. I actually have Now or Never on my eyelid today, and I think it looks beautiful. I haven't had any fallout. I didn't have any problem applying it or anything, so I do like these. I like the colors. I like the formula for the most part. Like I can still use from the Valley, and I like it, but I just don't like it as much as I like Moonlit. So I'm kind of like buyers beware for these, that you might get, like depending on what color you get, it might not be as great as the particular ones that I like. So here is the 3 shades that I have. Here's Moonlit, Now or Never, and then Over the Valley. So hopefully you guys can see again that Over the Valley, or From the Valley, whatever, the Valley one is just a little bit less opaque, and it's got a little bit of sparkle to it, but it's just in the light. So it's definitely not as beautiful as the other 2, which this was from a different launch, I believe. So maybe that's why all the duochromes were maybe less opaque. You guys, we've only got 3 more left to go through. So next I have Pixi Liquid Fairy Lights, and I love these so much. I have a full review video on these with swatches, and I have a full comparison between this and the Stila ones. And if you're looking for beautiful glitter shadows that are close to Stila but less expensive, this is 100% going to be the ones that I recommend, because these are truly glittery. I see people throw the words around all the time. They're like, oh yeah, these are liquid eyeshadows, they're just like the Stila ones. But then I get them and I'm like, girl, these are not just like the Stila ones, because there's all different levels of shimmer, all different levels of glitter, and these are the ones that are truly dupes for the Stila ones. So I really recommend these particular ones, and I feel like the shades are definitely more on the neutral side, but this one right here, Passion Lights, is like a bronzy fiery copper shade, and I really think that one's a little bit more on the unique side. And then my all-time favorite inner corner highlight is Pixie Crystalline. This is so beautiful on the inner corners. It's more of a transparent shade, but it has like rainbow glitters in it, and you just pop it on your inner corner over anything, and it adjusts. It looks beautiful. This is amazing. I totally recommend this. And this particular shade actually made me think, if you guys want me to do a video on like my top 5 favorite, or maybe my top 10 because I'm indecisive, favorite shades of all time for liquid eyeshadows, I can definitely do that, because there's a few that really have a special place in my heart. So I went ahead and swatched Crystalline right here, and then Passion Lights is right here. So overall, these are my favorite affordable shadows. They last all day. I don't have any fallout. They're absolutely stunning, beautiful. I've gotten so much use out of these since I got them. Okay, so next we have to talk about the absolute worst liquid shadows that I've tried, and these are from Hard Candy. These are the Glitterazzi's, and I was excited when I saw these because they actually, for being a drugstore brand that's actually like in Walmart, like so accessible, they have really fun, different, unique shades. I have one of them here right now, which is called Galactic, and this is like a purple blue shade, and then I have this one, which is Aurora, and this is like a white with a purple duochrome. And I was excited about these. I think that they're beautiful. They actually, their cap is literally the exact same packaging as the Kat Von D lipsticks, which I think is funny, like literally the exact same. So I've been trying these out in so many different ways to make them work, and so Aurora I can get to work on the inner corner. I'll use it just as a highlight, and it looks beautiful because it is that white pink duochrome. So I think this is really pretty for the inner corner. But as far as these two shades go for all over the lid, they don't work. It's kind of hard to describe what they do, but you put them on your lid and they literally like crease up. They get into bunches, and then you can see like part of your skin peeking through. And sometimes it takes a minute, like I'll apply and then I'll wait a minute and I look and like you can see the skin peeking through, and I'll try putting different eyeshadow on top, I've tried different eyeshadows on bottom. I've tried using these just on their own without any other eyeshadows, and it's always just a fail. So I would recommend, if you like duochrome shades, this one's pretty for the inner corner, but for all over the lid, it's so disappointing because this shade is so beautiful. Like, I just had to swatch it for y'all, and it's gonna swatch well too. Like, it's gonna swatch pretty in my opinion, but it doesn't look like that on the eyelid. So right there is Galactic. I have ColourPop, or not ColourPop, KO Polish Charmed on right now, and it's really messy because I painted my bathroom the other day, and so there's paint splatters all over them. But actually Galactic looks like the liquid eyeshadow form of this color. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but the Hard Candy ones are $6 each. They come in 0.1 ounces, and they have 7 shades, and some of them are duochromes. So now moving on to the Kylie Cosmetics glitter eyes. Just looks like this. These come in sets. I have one set here. They are $40. They have 0.22 ounces each, so basically 0.44 ounces total in the set, and they do have 4 shades / 2 sets. So my negative con about this immediately is that they are only available in sets. I hope that she will release them individually, because one of these shades I really love and the other I could take it or leave it. So these are called glitter eyes, but they're not glittery. They're more of a metallic finish. They might have just like the tiniest speck of glitter in some lighting, and they do look beautiful on the lid, but I just feel like they're not worth the splurge. However, this one shade, this is called Twinkle Twinkle. This is like the prettiest coppery pinky gold shade. I just love this one so much. And then the other one is called Superstar, and this one is beautiful as well, but is very close actually to the Now or Never shade that I'm wearing from ColourPop. I did a whole video comparing this to ColourPop in case you guys are interested. I think they're beautiful, but for the price they are more just on the metallic side. They don't really have the glitter in it that I like, so I feel like because like I always get 20% off for Stila, I could get any two Stila shades that I really loved for the same price as getting two of the Kylie ones. So I don't know, I think I'd rather get Stila. That one right there, love it. But I was definitely confused at first when I got these because they are called glitter eyes and they're just not very glittery. And again, this is one of those formulas I heard people say like, this is just like the Stila ones, and that's what convinced me to buy it. And then I'm like, you look at it in comparison to the glitter in the Stila and it's completely different. So there's the two shades from Kylie right there on the edge of my hand. Okay, so all together now, I just want to show you the comparison. Right there, that row is Stila. So you can kind of see, like, you can see that the ones right here, Pixi, has that same glitter to it, but most of the other ones don't compare to Stila in that same glittery way. I think this one right here looks very close. The Wet n Wild ones look semi-close. I think that they look closer on the lid, but swatched out like this, they look less glittery. So here's all of them together. Honestly, my like liquid eyeshadow loving heart is like living for all these swatches right now. So that is basically everything for this video. To sum up my thoughts, if you like unique shades, I would go to Stila. If you like glitter, I would go to Stila or Pixi. If you like shimmer, I would go to Essence or Stila Shimmer and Glow, but the Essence ones I would go to first if they have the shade that you want, and then go to Stila if they don't. And then also Wet n Wild has a mix of neutrals and cool colors, especially in their limited edition line, so I would definitely check them out as well. I think those are the ones that stand out to me the absolute most. And I did want to mention also really quickly, there's a few formulas I won't be trying just because they're not cruelty free or I don't support the brand, so that's why some of them, like the Makeup Forever Starlit liquid shadows, are not cruelty free. And then Lime Crime, jeez, I cannot talk, I've been talking too long. They have like diamond topper eye things or whatever, and I don't support Lime Crime, so I won't be trying those out. But I probably plan on doing a future video, another liquid shadow battle, once I have a bunch to talk about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Also, I hate to go back and forth, but I just wanted to mention that these Glitterazzi's from Hard Candy, they did say that you can put them as highlighters. I think they said you could put them on your skin, you can put them on your eyes, and you can put them on your lips. So maybe you could try them out as lip toppers if that's something you're interested in. And if they don't work as eyeshadow. I did see that on their advertising. But that is everything for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it down below, and I will try and link everything or put cards up of the videos that I do have on liquid shadows, because I know I have a bunch. And yeah, I think that's everything. This is the end of Amy All April. I hope you guys loved it. I loved it, even though it was a little stressful. So I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully. Bye.